part, part B says consider a piece of pottery known to have originated at one of the three sites, but the actual site is not known. So part 1 says suppose an analysis of the clay reveals that the sum of the percents of the three chemicals X, Y, and Z is 20.5%. Based on the box plots, which site, 1, 2, or 3, is the most likely site where the piece of pottery originated, and wants you to justify your choice. So to do this part, it's pretty simple if you just add the medians for each of the sites to get a relative total. So looking at site 1, we have a median here, there, and there, and those are going to be, we'll call both of the middle two are approximately 7%. And then this upper one is approximately 13%. For site 2, we have medians these three locations. For chemical Y, we have approximately 3%. For chemical X, we have approximately 6%. And for chemical Z, we have approximately 7%. And at site 3, medians are here, here, and here. So for chemical X, we have approximately 6% again. And Y and Z, we can say they're both approximately 7%. And then the next step is we're just going to add the medians for each site. So the sum of the medians of the chemicals for site 1 is 7% plus 7% plus 13%, which equals 27%. For site 2, %, plus 6% plus 3% is 16%. And for site 3, we have 7% plus 7% plus 6%, which equals 20% approximately. And so just judging from these three calculations, we can say that site 3 is the most likely site. That the piece of pottery originated from. And for our justification, we can just say because the sum of the means is significantly closer to 20.5%. The sum of the medians, I should say. And then we'll just say then either site 1 or site 2. Alright, so the last part of the problem states, suppose only one chemical could be analyzed in the piece of pottery. Which chemical, X, Y, or Z, would be the most useful in identifying the site where the piece of pottery originated? And again, what's justification? So if we go back up to the graph, just erase the stuff from the prior problems. So taking a look at all three chemicals here, we see the one with the least variability in all three of the sites, or it has a small amount of variability in all three sites, is going to be chemical Y, as seen here. And what's also important is that if we look at the medians of chemical Y, we have one at about 3%, this one's at about 7%, and for site 1, it's around 13%. And just looking at the box plots in general, there's very little intersection between the three. If we look at chemical X, which is here, here, and here, the medians for site 2 and site 3 are both pretty much the same at 6%, and then site 1 is only 1% higher at 7%. And for chemical Z, again, just like chemical X, there's a lot of intersection between these box plots at the three sites, and all three have about the same median at around 7%. So just judging from this information, we're definitely going to go with chemical Y as the most useful chemical. And then just the way you want to state that, we're just going to say chemical Y would be the most useful chemical. For identifying the pottery piece. This is because chemical Y has a very restricted amount of variability, and the means, or the median amount at each site differs greatly. Then we just cite it's 13% at site 1. %, at site 2, 7% at site 3. And then just because it wants full justification of the choice, we can say that chemical X and Z, chemicals X and Z, would not be a good choice. Because there's a lot of intersection between the box plots for these chemicals.